Hello and welcome to Hack Attack. My name is Jakob Hack, I'm your host, and you're watching a Hack Attack episode. And I had nothing else to post this week because my Drambo video isn't done, and there is a release upcoming in a few weeks of something that I've been working on together with a developer for over a year. So there's just too much to do right now, and I'm really starting to feel the pressure. Yeah, this video is going to be about a sound absorber, the one that you can see on my desk in front of me in my videos. When I built it, I actually did capture a lot of material for a video that I never made because I didn't think that this sound absorber was good enough. But since I have nothing else to post now, here you go. This is how you build a really bad sound absorber. Right, are you as amped up about this as I am? My initial plans for this and the building plans don't exist. I didn't make any plans. I made nothing. I didn't even make a mind map or notes for myself on how to do this. So this is how it began. Even though a lot of people told me, don't do it, Jacob, I did order some antiphon. It's like a foam kind of thing, and it's supposed to absorb sound. And then the next thing I did was I made some criterias. So my criterias for my acoustic dampener, my sound absorber, were two things: reddish wooden frame and dark fabric. Yeah, like seriously, that were my criterias for something that's supposed to absorb sound. Okay, so after measuring the foam thing, I decided to go to a hardware store to get some wood. Now, I recorded myself walking up there all happy like, but I forgot to record the actual parts where I was, cutting the wood up and then going home again. So, next up, here's the wood. Yay, it's wood. Okay, so I went about building my frame on my kitchen floor because I have no other place to be. And when I started building it, after building the first frame, when I went about building the second one, I realized that I had calculated the wood material thing a little bit wrong because I ended up having to kind of glue two pieces together. I mean, it's perfectly fine doing that. It's just that I don't really have the tools or facilities for gluing it correctly, but it ended up becoming, it ended up pretty well. It became a little bit crooked. Yeah, I didn't think much of it. And next up, I decided to test out some fabric. So I went to this fabric store and they had loads of fabric. I did record some video in there at least. And then I think I posted some pictures on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and asked everyone following me there, which you should do, because if you did, you wouldn't be so shocked over my gray hair. Well, I posted some pictures there and I asked everyone, what do you think? Should I go with gray black? Should I go with brown? Should I go with beige? And most of you thought that the black one or the gray black one looked the best, and I thought so too. So nice. Then I went out to get some stain for the wood because I like dark wood, and one of my criterias were reddish wooden frame. So I got some stain and I started staining the frame. I have a lot of footage of me staining it. Yeah. So, well, either way, after staining it, I also did put out some clear coating on it. If you don't put a clear coating over it, it's gonna stain your hands. No pun intended. And it turned out pretty good. It looks pretty good. I did all of this, but the foam thing, the foam panels, I tested them. And on one frame, it fit like a glove, but the other one, not so much. And so I thought to myself, I'll cut this down. Well, I never did. I never cut it down. So it's been standing in the corner right there, collecting dust ever since. And you can see how it's bulging out because it's too big. I never finished it. Never did. Well, next up came my other problem because I initially thought that maybe I should get some perforated MDF, like a thin MDF back, perforated to have on the backside so I could somehow fasten the whole thing with the fabric on it around the foam onto the back there. It's a good way of building a dampener. But I was too lazy and I never did. So I just used some wooden 2x4s, I think they're called, or something like that. Or maybe not 2x4s. No, 2x4s are bigger. Either way, in Swedish we call the size of these, because of the size of these, we call them läkt. After all of this, after getting the foam, after getting the black fabric, after making the frames and staining them and putting clear coating on them, and of course putting the wood on the back so that I had a backside, which I don't really. It's so stupid. I don't know what I was thinking, but everything was done. Now, how do I put this together? I had no idea. So I thought, hey, let's take the fabric, wrap it around the foam, and then put adhesive Velcro strips on it, because I've got a friend who loves Velcro. It's Accurate Beats. He uses Velcro for everything.
So like I have a big portion of the space underneath my desk just being like Velcro.
All right.
And he's such an inspiration to me when it comes to making nice looking videos. So yeah, I thought I'll just take the fabric, I'll wrap it around the foam, and then I'll use adhesive Velcro strips. Why did I think that? So I ended up having to use duct tape. And duct tape is good, but this is the result. It doesn't look good. It's been 3 years now. Yeah, these are 3 years old, and I recorded all the footage you saw. It's been stuck on a hard drive for 3 years because I just never wanted to make a video about it, because I thought that this was a really failed, stupid project, and I didn't want to show everyone how dumb I had been not listening to everyone's advice. So as you can see, I now have a crease down here, and you know, right before I put all of this together, I did iron it out, all of it. I did iron this fabric, but it just won't stay like that. So it's all baggy now, and it doesn't look good. And yeah, that's it. That's all I had for this video. Don't do it like this, people. And when you get good advice from people that know how to, well, build these things, take it. As usual, I wish you a very productive week. Now go finger all of your stuff and have a lot of fun doing it.